So welcome to the first devlog video. Today I'm going to be starting the development of my Roblox RPG game. I had to come up with the idea here, and it was very hard to find out which one I wanted. So it took a couple of minutes when me and my friends came up with a couple very, very serious game ideas. But we settled on a fun RPG that's decently open world and just very fun to play with satisfying combat. So now it's time to get into the development. So I decided to start working on the health system to make it equal to the humanoid's health in Roblox. It's just much cleaner to look at than the weird bar. And eventually I'm going to be deleting the health system and completely coding my own. Then I decided to add the health gun, which is the red, and it's just for the visual. Scaling this, I messed up a couple of times, but I got it working, and I figured out the math that I need to put in the right position. Scripting this didn't take that long. I just got the player, got the player's character, got the player's humanoid, and then I looped every single frame to set the size to a new UDIM 2. And now an UDIM 2 is just Roblox's custom GUI scaling. It's scale, offset, scale, offset. So I'm just getting 100 minus the Hum's health divided by 100 to make it fit. Then I just made a simple part that got rid of 10 health. And when I tested it, I lost health. And it kept on going to the right, which I needed to fix by making a new thing that set the position to a new UDIM 2, which is going to be just the health divided by 100, and then everything else needs to be set to 0. And every time I click it, my health bar goes to the left. I then decided to start working on the experience system. I started by making where you have the experience and the background for the experience, which is gray. And then I started scripting. So I got the player, and then I got all the data for the player, which is a custom thing that I'm going to add in later. So then I made a level with a function that got the experience for the next level, which uses experience and level. And then it gets the power, which is the equation for how much experience I need, and returns that minus experience. And then if I had a less than or equal to 0, then you level up and you get experience. And not get experience, but set experience. Then it sets the size to a new UDIM 2 and sets the value. And then when that new script, whenever a player joins, it creates the folder with the data and all the data inside of that. And then whenever you join, it runs that. And I made another part that lets you add experience. And I fixed the power function. But I started having a lot of trouble with this. I spent, as you can see, a long time trying to bug fix this. First I thought, oh, maybe it's a math error with my power function. But that wasn't working. Then I was like, wait, it's attempting to call a table value, and that really confused me for a while, because none of my values are a table, and I still don't even know what it wanted from me. As you can see, I'm just desperately trying to fix this. And I just couldn't. It took so long. Here I thought I found a breakthrough, but I didn't. And just after a little bit, I was like, you know what? I actually really need a break. I've been doing this for too long.
3 hours later.
So, after 3 long hours, I finally found out the bug, and it was kind of stupid. And I'm surprised I didn't find it out earlier. So I'll walk you through all the changes I did and then show you what the bug fix was. First, I added numbers so you can see the amounts of health and experience you have and need. And I also made something that whenever you load in, you can change the amount of health. And this value for script right here is what does that. So it's not useful. I made a modify health script, and I'm not using that yet because it's going to be in there later, but that's mainly just if the level is bigger, then the player's health must be a higher level's health. But I also did that with the health and added the text, so whenever I run and wait for it to load, it's also printing out things thousands of times a second, but that's something I can fix later. So if I click on this, I lose 10 health and then I start healing, because Roblox likes to heal. And if I click on this, I gain 10 experience. So I now have 4 out of 100. And now I have 4 out of 231. And now I have 63 out of 351, though I should have 3 out of that, but I clicked too many times. So I got it fixing. So what was the error in the first place? Well, the error was that I wasn't doing it I was doing all modification from the client. If you know what that means, it's that only this computer knows my health. And then it starts clashing when the server tries, not health, experience, but then it starts clashing with the server when they both think that you have a different amount of experience, and the server eventually wins, but the client thinks you added 60. But you still only added 10, you just didn't set it down to 0. The 50 was at. The way that I got around that was the event right here is a it's a remote event which lets the client contact the server and send data over, and vice versa. They're very useful, handy things, and I'm surprised I didn't think of it earlier. All I needed to do in the server script was get the event, and then whenever the functions run, this adds to the level and sets experience the negative amount of to next level, because that's going to be a negative number, and we need a positive to get the experience through the level you are at. So it was a pretty simple fix, and I should have found out about it earlier, but that really didn't happen because I'm dumb. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and like and subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to push you. And comment whether or not you want me to start making some Roblox development tutorial videos, such as GUI or Roblox Lua scripting. But thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.